How we doing, folks? Circling up from the mosh pit. I only just happened to hear, I don't know how long this issue might have been going on or anything like that. You guys know with Neurosama and everybody like that, I learn by the community outreach, as is the case with most VTuber related stuff. I am not with my ear to the ground about every little thing about it, right? I heard that I guess some stuff happened with Anny, related to her friendship with everyone in the Neuroverse, and is talking about it. And if what I saw with the thumbnail is not clickbait and any indication of what's going on, this is very unfortunate. But let's just let the lady speak her piece and talk about it. Okay.
I need to clear some things up. Hopefully this stops the harassment coming towards me.
Well, that's not good. Why is there harassment?
It's been kind of crazy lately.
Okay.
Like, everywhere I go, it's the same thing. Anything I post is people, like, link it to something that it isn't linked to.
What?
Let's address the neuro stuff. Because I've been gone from that community for a while now.
Oh no. That's not good. When you have to preface community stuff by, well, I had to leave that community. That doesn't mean anything about the people who are overseeing the community. I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna get so pissed if this is what's going on. Because I have seen communities ruin lives for no reason. And they don't care. Ooh, I am going to get heated if that's what's going on here. Okay.
And I've been getting harassed everywhere I go.
That's completely
and the reason,
unacceptable.
I can talk about this now and I can be more or less calm about it is because I've been over this situation mentally, so like it's easier to talk about this.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay?
You just kind of have to get over it yourself in order to be able to talk about it.
It's been like 8 months or 9.
Dang. Okay, this has been a while.
Okay? But yeah, I want to be I want to be truthful about this because it really fucking hurts.
Damn. Okay.
It really fucking hurts when I see people making things up about me.
That
and
sucks.
Turning me into this villain or bitch for like saying I abandoned Neuro and Evil.
Okay, so first and foremost, I don't understand why fans do this. I don't understand this. Children act this way. If dad leaves the house to go to work and he's gone for 2 seconds and you go, "But dad, you left us!" And they're fundamentally not understanding what abandonment actually is. And okay, I'm going to go insane. I'm going to go insane. I'm just going to
not the case?
preface that. What's going on? Let's talk.
Fuck.
Damn. She's not wanting to talk about this stuff.
Ever since the start, I cared a lot about them and this entire project.
Yeah.
And I always cared. I always wished and wanted success for it to pop off. And like I tried my best to do whatever I could do to help.
Someone just said it in the chat. People need to grow up.
And out of respect, I can't talk about too much, but God.
Dang. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, let's just mention the fact that things are not black and white, and people's relationships are messy as fuck. Okay,
of course.
Just keep that in mind.
That's reality.
I can't talk too much. I can't talk about too many details. Okay, I'm just gonna rip the band-aid, okay? Because this shit has been bothering me a lot. Basically, I developed feelings that weren't mutual, and I just couldn't keep hurting myself, staying in that situation, and I had to protect myself. And
Yo. Yo. It's right. The bubbling, the rage emotions are right at the surface. They are right at my surface right now. One more thing and I'm tipping over. I am tipping over. One more little thing. Come on. Okay. So, relationships are tough. Things can happen. We develop feelings. It's always not something that you can control. It can just happen. And then realizing, okay, you got to protect yourself. You got to step away from some of that. Okay.
And I had to protect myself.
Okay.
And my mental's been pretty shattered into pieces from other things last year. So, yeah, I had to distance myself.
Right.
And unlike a lot of people in this space, I don't want a business friendship. I don't want a business relationship. Things being genuine was part of why everything was fun and exciting to do.
Yeah. You actually, you weren't just looking at lining your pockets. You actually wanted genuine people. God for freaking bid. That was something that happened on YouTube. Long time ago. There were so many business relations that happened back and forth because assholes saw opportunity to line their pockets. Hated every last one of those people.
Sometimes people's paths and values go different ways.
True.
So, it was an honor to be part of this project. But I guess sometimes things have to end. And I hope you guys can respect this. And I hope this clears some things up. Because I know people were confused. And every stream people keep asking me about neural and stuff.
Well, and the thing of that too, right, is... relationships are difficult. And, I mean, there's people that, that I don't connect with anymore in my own community, not because of feelings, but because we just value different things. And there's some people that are there to kind of attend to their own communities, and me wanting to connect and collaborate just might not be where they want to go, direction-wise. I don't know if Vedal's the same way. I would be surprised if he was like, I just see all of this as a business thing. But yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
And I hope you guys don't bother Vedal about this. I'm only saying this for my own well-being. Because I've been getting harassed everywhere I go. Like,
why?
Even... There was a recent League video where I left a comment, and people were harassing me, saying things like, your kids miss you. When are you gonna see Neuro?
Oh my God. That's some messed up shit. Dude. Yo. I'm just... My brain's kind of blown from that. I thought they were going to go a particular route with the comment. But arguing that you are somehow indebted to a character, to someone else's creation, you are indebted to participate in their life. Oh my gosh. I feel my heartbeat right underneath my arm here. Okay. And I can just see people try and justify this stuff. Well, it's just how fans are. It's just the internet. It's not that deep. People always say that when they have never been in that position. It's the same thing in every facet of entertainment. It's always the idiots that have never made art that say that same crap when an artist is upset at the criticism that they get. And they go, it's not that deep. Maybe if you made something, maybe if you did anything at all with your life besides consuming what other people are doing, you would understand that this is a human being who you are assuming you need to know, you know what's best for their life. My God, I didn't mean to pop off like that, but I am so... It's the same entitled attitude everywhere. Completely unaware of reality. You're not able to take their perspective and understand what they actually have to go through, and you have no talent or hardworking bone in your body, which is why you think it's so easy for someone not at all related to your position should just be able to do whatever you want. Fudge. Oh God. Okay. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm sorry. It's just this shit bothers me because there are so many people like Anny that they lose all heart in doing anything creative or pursuing any ambition because there are assholes who don't care about how their words affect other people. I need to fucking just...
And people were harassing me, saying things like, your kids miss you. When are you gonna see Neuro? Stuff like that. Or like other shipper stuff. And another thing, I was supposed to do an outfit, and I really wanted to work on it right after I finished Evil's model.
Okay.
But at that point, I was in too much pain, and I really had to take my distance. And I wasn't paid for it, so I don't know what will happen with it. I did start on a design and art, but yeah, what I said. There's also one more thing.
Okay.
I feel is important for me to clear up.
Dude, I'm like nervous. Like, what the hell?
If you remember, we announced that Bella was supposed to rig Neuro's model, which didn't end up happening. And back then, I was like in a very severe mental state. Like, I was super suicidal, and I kept holding off of drawing the model. And we had a set date by the time when Bella was supposed to rig it, right? But because I kept like dragging it off, at some point, I failed to meet the deadline for it, right? So by the time I finished drawing the model, she was just simply not available for the job. So, this entire thing is on me, and that's why we had Tanya rig Neuro.
Okay.
We had to find a rigger on short notice.
Sure.
So yeah, I wanted to clarify that because at that time, when that was happening, there was a lot of people just going crazy and bonkers about this thing. Like harassing me.
And from what I'm seeing, people are saying Tanya did a really good job with the rig. So at the end of the day, they didn't have to sacrifice quality. It's not like they just grabbed some, crap, low score thing that you can find on Fiverr or something. They found someone good, okay.
And bonkers about this thing. Like harassing me and sending hate to me about the model.
Why?
And
you didn't do shit with it.
Me and Vedal thought that the best thing would be not to talk about it.
Okay.
At all, to like avoid drama. But some
to a
people
point,
went
that's
too
fair.
far, spreading false narratives and like attacking Bella and talking shit about Bella.
About the person who wasn't able. So the person who wasn't even able to participate, Bella, is the one getting hated on? Bella caught a stray. That had nothing to do with her. That didn't have a single thing to do with her at all. And that's gotta suck, though. You don't know whether to talk about it in full transparency would help, but then you see how people just choose to take no information about something and make shit up. If I could, I would start off a career on the internet with the assumption, letting my whole community know from the start, hey, if I don't talk about a situation that's happening, not a single person on the entire internet has all the information correct. Because we've seen so many false allegations and false accusations come up all the time, and everyone believes everything about everybody all the time. No one ever questions anything. Someone could make up shit about me tomorrow, and half the internet would believe it. People can lose careers based on some dick being like, I'm going to just say something, because I just feel like saying something. Like, imagine if, to make this a little bit slightly less frustrating, that idiot who made that tweet in connection to Golden by K-pop Demon Hunters getting huge on the charts. And this idiot said, isn't it interesting that this is one step closer to everything being controlled by AI? What if K-pop Demon Hunters suffered because that asshole got enough people talking about it, enough idiots with no brains going, we need to stop it then. And then it just ruins that whole film. It ruins the people involved, it ruins their careers, it ruins everything. That's the shit that bothers me. I need to shut up. This is about Annie. What happened, Annie?
To, like, avoid drama? But some people went too far spreading false narratives and, like, attacking Bella and talking shit about Bella.
She had nothing to do with any of it.
I don't want people to do that because it was entirely my fault.
It's not a fault. Listen, you being depressed, that's not your fault. That's not a fault. Shit. I've dealt with stuff like that, man. And sure, the negativity can make it feel worse because you feel like, oh, I should just be positive. I got to do this job thing. I got to do this. Speaking as someone who's been on the other side of that stuff, it's not your fault. Sometimes your brain just doesn't have the right chemicals. Sometimes you just you're starting with a debuff. Some of us just have emotional debuffs. And if you struggle with depression and suicidality especially, there's something that's not working as it should, which is okay. Because look, she clearly worked on herself, but to act like it's your fault, that doesn't help anything. God, okay,
I don't want people to do that because it was entirely my fault.
And just how her voice sounded right there, just kind of falling off fault.
Yeah, I think this is it. I guess it was easier to talk about this than I thought because
life happens. It sucks,
I don't know, man.
But it
Maybe
does.
I'm just numbing
Only
myself
you
right
can
now.
take care of yourself, and that's important. Annie, I'm glad you're still here.
Yeah, just take your time.
Ships sail, but fox girl love is forever. Pat the fox.
Ships sail.
So, I really hope this clears things up and people stop harassing me.
Yeah, it's just...
and maybe understand everything going on.
Yeah.
There's no like hidden drama or anything. I'm Honey.
Who in the flying feather ever thought that it should be their life model? Because I've seen people talk this way on Twitter, where they were a little kid and some YouTuber that they liked ended up being a bad person, right? So then they turn around and legitimately believe I am going to second guess every single human being on the planet. And anytime someone says anything negative about another creative, I'm going to believe them. You know that literally, when someone accepts everything they hear, it's the same thing for people that never accept anything they hear. It gives you the out to not think. You don't have to think. If you just challenge everything or accept everything, it's from the exact same position, where you are too immature to rationally go through something and understand, hey, if this person says there's no hidden drama, I'm not going to sit there and go, yeah, but really, what's going on? I can almost understand where people come from with that, though. Because, yeah, you've been lied to. You've been, stolen from. Or you've been frustrated by someone saying something and then they're doing something else. Yes, that happens. But that doesn't negate you the responsibility to just shut down and be like, well, then I'm just never going to accept anything ever again. Grow up! Anyway.
There's no, hidden drama or anything.
I'm hungry.
Just stupid human fucking feelings. As I said, yeah, sometimes people's paths go different ways.
Well, and she said stupid human feelings. Was she going back to her own feelings? That's not a bad thing. Hell, if we're talking about Vedal, I don't know anything about him as a person, but he seems to be a damn hard worker. There's so many assholes out there. Okay, I'll just put this out there. There's so many men that don't know how to work hard. And this has nothing to do with nuclear family or anything like that. It's just men in general. There's so many men out there that just don't know how to work hard. Anyone that really has a good, solid work ethic, even if it's with something they like doing for fun, that's commendable. That's respectable. I think it was, I don't know who it was by, but there was some guy on Twitter that some stupid woman was making a comment that said, oh, male streamers are the laziest dumb people ever. Don't ever date male streamers. And this male streamer actually very methodically was actually, there's a lot of good things about our work ethic. For those of us who professionally stream, who do it all the time with authenticity and hard work. You have to uphold a schedule. You have to meet certain requirements with TOS, with what you put out for your audience, understanding how to fix your setup, and being able to handle things, problem solving, multitasking. Those are things you have to do. Being able to manage your money. Because if something breaks, you gotta fix that, or your income is down. All these little things. But to idiots on the internet who they consume, and that's all they know how to do. They don't put out anything themselves, they just... Well, they don't know what any of that means. They don't know what any of that's about. They're too stupid and in their own heads to understand the work that goes into some of that. People even say that about me with my channel, and I'm like, yeah, try and do a channel. Try it. See what happens. Because I know you haven't ever done that, and if you do, you'll realize it's a lot more complicated than you think. Anyway. Glad her community's behind her on this. It's just...
Okay.
I'm hungry.
So we've had Gargura and Marine in her
Shipper's
voice.
putty in the pressure cooker. Okay, look, not gonna lie. Seeing NTR art of myself
You did well, Anny,
at that
and
time.
Pat's proud of you for standing up and saying everything out, and you should be proud of yourself as well. Much love to you.
That was something.
NTR art of her? What the hell does that look like?
Like
I don't
me
want to
being
know.
cooked and
I'm
stuff.
asking facetiously.
But yeah. I hope this doesn't make you feel any worse about me.
Why?
I just had to protect myself.
Oh.
I've been
no.
going through a lot mentally.
Oh. Take your time.
like at this point, like I'm over it. That's why I'm talking about it again. Like
Sure.
it's been months. I had time to process this and move on. Yeah, I hope we can all move on.
Well, and the thing, I get it though when you're over it, but then you still have to talk about it. I had a situation like that just happen. And I was over it. I had moved past it, or so I thought. And then someone who was very caring, very, meaning well, started asking me some questions. And I got so upset. And it's like it ripped off the scab. The scab had almost healed over, but now this person's words ripped it open, and now I'm bleeding all over again. And I sat there. I couldn't sleep that night because I was all upset all over again. Because having to re-explain it and having to get other people to understand where you're coming from, you kind of have to walk through your own logic and your own hurt all over again. And that sucks. Because it just gives your brain more time to be like, well, what went wrong? What could have gone better? What's something that blah, 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 blah. And it doesn't, it just hurts. So I get that. I really, really do get that. That sucks.
Move on. Yeah, I hope we can all move on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ugh. Good on her community.
I just want you to know that I always fucking cared about that project. I wanted to draw a lot of things for Neuro. Like, I wanted to do so much. But just not meant to be. It's hard.
Well, and that's got to be so difficult. Like, I've never been shipped with anyone. I'm not anyone important enough to have that happen, right? I've never had someone be like, oh my gosh, like even back when I played different characters and I had different channels and stuff, no one was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna draw ship art of Roar and so. Oh my gosh, they look so cute together. I've never had that happen, right? I don't know how I would fucking handle that. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would flip the hell out or run and hide. I don't know what I would do. So I can't even imagine when you're already playing a character and then you get involved in a project you really, really like and, people throwing art around or whatever, doing whatever, and that's its own deal, but then you actually catch feelings for someone. That's gotta suck. That has to suck because then, the ship art still isn't gonna stop. And then you're trying to feel like, well, yeah, I do have these feelings, but they didn't work out for one reason or another. Whatever. Man, that's really have to suck. Yeah. I don't even know how people handle that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Not meant to be. It's hard. I enjoyed my stay. So you're not gonna draw near in the future?
That's a hell of a question. I mean, I get that seems like a really logical question to ask. But come on. Come on, man. Oh, this thing that you really cared about? Are you just never going to think about it ever again or do anything creative about it ever again? Come on, man. You can't ask a question like that. How is anyone supposed to know how they're going to feel? Because loss and grieving about something, it doesn't operate linearly. It's not like you get over it and then you're like, oh yeah, I can draw Neuro anytime and I'm not ever going to feel repeat emotions coming back to me, haunting me about what didn't end up working out. Like, what? Okay. I get that person was meaning well and they like their art clearly because they want to see if they're going to draw Neuro again, but come on.
So you're not gonna draw near in the future?
Just...
It's a hard topic.
Yeah.
I still love
Yeah, it
her,
says, let's take it easy.
Like, she's still, like, my creation, like the design and
Yes!
the model.
Dude, I gotta, it's gotta hurt to think of any creatives, whether it's VTuber modelers, riggers even, voice actors for characters of different projects, for fans to argue and complain and bicker and moan and bitch and whatever the hell they think they have the entitlement to do about any of that. If I voice acted a character, if I was able to voice act in an anime, and then someone got really upset at the character and said, well, that voice just freaking sucks, I'd be like, well, the people that paid me to do it thought I did a great job. Maybe the issue is you have shit taste, and you gotta get over it. Well, obviously you can't say that to someone, because then they're gonna grab 50 of their friends and harass you on Twitter. That's the shit that bothers me. That really bothers me. Because assholes like that just get a free pass. Everyone just is okay with that. It's like once you get to a certain level of, a fan base, that some people just treat it like it's their right to do whatever they want with you and say whatever they want about you. And that's gotta be absolute murder. I cannot imagine how any of the artists and riggers and people like that feel now about the Niji Sanji characters they made. I would lose sleep. I would never want to be associated with any of the models I ever made. But you put hours and time and so much stuff into making that. How can you not feel a tug and pull with your emotions? Like, that would be murder. Absolute murder. The worst thing I ever did, and it's still I still think about it every so often, the biggest mistake I ever made when I started making content and stuff way back when, I had an artist draw me some art to make for a Halloween visual, like merch design, for a character that I had just made, like one of the first original characters I ever made for my music and stuff. And I had them draw this character up in kind of a creepy way, and I was like, yeah, it's Halloween merch, da-da-da-da-da. It was the first piece of merch I ever bought to see how it fit and see if I liked it, and I held on to that shirt for a while. Then I saw a video several years later where that guy not only stole someone else's art style, but ended up being a PDF. And I sat there like, oh my God. I'm so glad that no one bought any of that merch. And by that point in time, that merch was long gone. I was the only person that owned any existence of that art at all. And I was just sitting there like, oh, shoot. I mean, of course I had no way of knowing, but still.
I'm glad so many people are enjoying it. Like, I'm actually proud of like the fact that I was able to create like a recognizable character.
Yeah. Well, because it's not just about the design, right? It's about all the other facets of their character. It's like why there's so many protagonists in a lot of anime that are really well known, like Mob Psycho 100. That main character looks bland as hell. The main characters, well, the main guy character from Dandadan looks like any other protagonist. He could be a background extra. There's almost nothing about him that looks unique. But it's all the other facets of his character that makes him stand out. Same thing with Subaru. Subaru has a relatively plain design, aside from the outfit she wears. But she's one of the most recognized, loved ladies in the Japanese hololive space. It's all about the other things that you do with those characters that make them stand out.
I am very proud of it, and I'm very happy where it all got. But I don't think I will anymore.
Yeah, just give yourself
it hurts
space
to say this.
Yeah.
I just want to stress how like this is not a recent thing.
Your DNA
it's been a while.
Be
it's been a long time, okay?
Person and you will always have the good memories.
It's been a pretty long fucking time.
It sounded like she was almost hitting her keyboard, like just stressed in that moment. Like, good Lord. Like, just people need to I don't believe in retracting the freedom of speech for anybody because that's a slippery slope. Once you start it with one person, where does it stop, right? But good Lord, there are some people that I think genuinely the world would be a better place if you took away their phones. If you never gave them access to the internet, I think the world would actually be a better place. And I'm not talking about some stupid, public figure that nobody likes on Twitter. I mean the idiots and morons that are just like, I'm just going to say whatever I want because I feel like it, and I'm right all the time. It's like, I don't need to ever hear your thoughts about anything. I don't see an instance where that opinion is ever going to be necessary in my entire lifetime. Why don't you just not exist right now?
Like, a lot of things happened in my life after that.
Yeah.
So, like...
Because God forbid, it's not just that initial onset.
Whenever I tweet something, or I post something, people are, like, linking it to...
Linking it to
what? You know
what?
who?
Oh.
And it's really awkward because it really isn't about them. Like... I don't know, man. It's... I wish nothing but the best to him. And I always did.
And that... Oh my gosh, Queen. Oh. That is so sad. Like... Having even that understanding of, like, I did have feelings, and being able to wish that person the best and knowing how to separate yourself. I have never understood that concept until just recently. And I'll tell you what, it's not a sweet little, like, oh yeah, I wish you the best. It comes with a lot of hurt. It comes with so much hurt and pain that is just, it's completely you can't understand it unless you've been in it. That's what I'll say. And that's what I say to most people on the internet. It's like, if you've never been in this situation, stop acting like you know how to respond to it, because you don't. For her to say that like, yeah, it's because of this, that, or the third that I have to leave, and I still wish the best for these people that I did care about, but other things just got in the way, and there's no way around it. That sucks. It sucks.
Exploded in the way people weren't quite I always did. Project exploded in the way people weren't quite expecting. Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
It was crazy as fuck. Where are we going to play today? We're not playing today. I basically wanted to do this short stream and just let this out of my chest so we can all move on, and hopefully I stop getting harassed, you know?
Oof.
Dude, guys, I'm stressing this. I have moved on from this situation. That is exactly why I'm able to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, and it means a lot to be able to turn around to your community and go, please don't pull me back into it. I just made my way out of this mire. Don't push me back in it. Be aware that I've moved past it. I don't want to relive it and keep having it be rehashed. And it's just... I feel like a great litmus test that I ever see with comments is if you are ever going to bring something up that I don't want brought up for any reason at all, you clearly are only caring about yourself and whether or not you're just too stupid to understand why I don't want to have this brought up again, or you think it's fun or it's funny to just rehash stuff, then you're an atrocious person either way, and I don't want you around. Like that, I feel like that is, I don't know. I feel like in some cases that's the only way you can respond to that stuff. But then I have to remember that there are plenty of creatives out there that are terrible, awful, atrocious people. You give them 3 months of radio silence, and they come back all swinging and happy. And even those people that still remember the atrocities done just kind of turn a blind eye to it. They let it go. And then you get other people who lose their whole careers out of false allegations, and nobody does anything about it. Wonderful stuff. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm glad that I learned about this, but at the same time, well, I'm more glad that Annie's okay. I'm glad that everybody's okay. I'm not glad that I had to sit through all the nonsense like, in hearing her tell about it and having to hear about the crap that she had to go through for absolutely no reason whatsoever. That's horrible. But I hope that it never happens again for her and she's able to move on. And that's my thoughts on that. Thank you guys for watching. Just be nice to people. Come on. It's easy to do.